This is ASO TV News. Many thanks for joining us. I am Princess Sobura Usman. The headlines. Vice President Kashim Shettima in Addis Ababa to represent Nigeria at Second United Nations Food Systems Summit. Niger State Emergency Management Agency rescues 26 victims after boat mishap in Shiroro. Nigeria troops of Operation Delta Safe arrest 237 oil thieves and vandals in recent operations. The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, has departed Abuja for Addis Ababa, the Ethiopian capital, to represent Nigeria at the Second United Nations Food Systems Summit being held from July 27 to 29, 2025. The VP is expected to join other global leaders at the high-level event on advancing the transformation of the coffee value chain, as well as engage in other roundtables and meetings aimed at bolstering Nigeria's food security drive. The VP spokesman Stanley Nwokocha via his social media handle disclosed that the summit will hold from July 27 to July 29, 2025. The high-level summit convened in collaboration with governments of Ethiopia, Italy, and the United Nations will bring together world leaders to assess progress since the inaugural 2021 edition and to chart pathways for building resilient, inclusive, and sustainable global food system. According to Nwokocha, the VP would also participate in several ministerial roundtables and side events, including one-on-one public finance, trade, and responsible investment for acceleration. Presidential aide Abdulaziz said the Bola Tinubu's administration is undertaking road projects across the country based on the economic benefits of such infrastructure to the Nigerian people. Abdulaziz, the senior special assistant to the president on print media, stated this in response to allegations by the 2023 presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, Rabiu Kwankwaso, that the Tinubu government diverts scarce resources to develop road projects in southern Nigeria, where he hails from, at the expenses of northern Nigeria. However, Abdulaziz said all projects by the Tinubu administration are national in outlook, stressing that the government hasn't been unfair to any region of the country. Abdulaziz also faulted the claim by Kwankwaso that the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano road has been abandoned by the current administration, adding that works have begun on the road vital for connectivity in the northwest geopolitical zone of the country. According to him, the ongoing Sokoto-Badagry road has a significant portion in northern Nigeria and is equivalent to the Lagos-Calabar coastal road, which is situated in southern region. The chairman of Abaji Area Council, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, was a special guest at the graduation ceremony, speech, and prize-giving event of Federal Government College, Abaji's class of 2025. A statement issued by the chairman, Chief Press Secretary Abu Mohammed, said the chairman was also present to celebrate the graduation of Malam Yunus Galadima, Abaji's daughter, Sabira Yunusa Shuaibu. During the ceremony, Alhaji Abubakar Abdullahi commended the school's management and teachers for their dedication to nurturing the students' academic and moral growth. He congratulated the graduates on their achievement and charged them to remain respectful and law-abiding citizens as they embark on the next phase of their lives. The Abaji Area Council chairman encouraged the graduates to continue pursuing knowledge and personal development, emphasizing the importance of character and integrity in all their endeavors. His presence at the ceremony underscores the council's commitment to supporting education and youth development in the area. White Plains British School has, in a very grand ceremony, graduated its class of 2025. The event featured a prize-giving ceremony celebrating the academic achievements of its outstanding students. Daniel Obi tells us more.
Not even the rain-drenched morning could dampen the spirit of triumph and accomplishment that accompanied the graduates as they made their way into the arena. Inspiring speeches were delivered by the chairman of the occasion, Mr. Olawale Said Adebayo, and the school director, Dr. Francis Chukwuma Nwufo, who encouraged the students to strive for greatness in their future endeavors.
To our graduates, I have just 3 things to share with you guys as you step into the next phase of life. The first one is you stay curious, keep asking questions, even the silly ones. That is how the smartest people in the world live. Number 2 is you have to be kind. It costs nothing but opens every door for you if you're kind to one another. Number 3, never forget your roots, no matter where you go. Always remember the people and values that shaped you.
You know very well that you are from this place. Your predecessors are doing great anywhere they are in this world. So if you go outside this, we are expecting to hear the best from you. We are expecting to hear the best as the ambassador or ambassadors of White Plains British School.
Parents and some of the graduating students expressed happiness on the significance of the occasion. They also gave voices to the dreams and aspirations for the future.
This is home. This is where you bring your children and you're confident that nothing will happen to them. You go home and have peace. And apart from that, see their security, see everything. So once I bring them here, I'm sure that my children are safe. And when it comes to academic, it's excellent.
We're a teacher attending to so many students at a time. It's very difficult to pay attention to the individual students, no matter how they struggle to do that. So, but for this school, I observed that the limited number of students per teacher gives them an edge over other schools.
I really enjoyed my time here because I was able to, lead lovely children who are together. I was able to at least know one thing about each child.
I want to be a lawyer, hopefully, by God's grace. I want to study law when I go to university. And I've learned a lot from White Plains British School.
One thing I'll miss is the matches I've played and how I've bonded with my teammates and my coach.
The events featured a lot of presentations, including Montessori practical life activities by the pre-nursery pupils, gymnastic drills, choreography, singing and dancing. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
Education, they say, is the bane of all development world over, with its benefits cutting across sectors of economies. This is the focus at the graduating ceremony at Faith Academy in Goshen, Nasarawa State, as many Nigerians express optimism that national growth and development is a function of education for all. In this report, our correspondent Elaine Major takes a look at education as imperative for economic sustainability of Nigeria. Her reports.
In what can be described as an appreciation to God for a successful completion of a phase in their educational pursuit at the Faith Academy Goshen, some Nigerian parents have acknowledged that without education, there cannot be a significant development of nations.
As parents, we owe a duty to train our children. Whatever it will cost, is better to train them than to just allow them to do whatever they want. Because education now is like a culture, training them to be what they ought to be.
Without education, there is no development. Without education, you won't get the right ideas to move the nation forward. Without education, you see that there will be no much growth in the environment. And that is why we encourage our children day in, day out to go further in their studies, because it will expand their horizon, it will make them to know better.
While wishing their children the best in their career journey, they say their joy know no bounds.
It is a day of joy. It is a day we've all been waiting for. And we have come to rejoice with him because we give God the glory.
When this baby was born, he did not know A and B. But as I'm talking today, he has knows so much globally. And we are super proud of him. And we are grateful to God again.
We are here to thank God for his guidance, his protection. Seeing him from primary 4, he came to GS1, and today we are celebrating his graduation. We are thanking God for his hard work. He's very hardworking.
he's intelligent, and he's a quiet achiever.
Some of the graduating students, including Mr. Paul Edino Justice, also ascribed all thanks to God for the journey so far.
Today is my graduation. It feels amazing and wonderful because going through this school from JS1 to SS3, it has been a very big experience for me. Seeing myself graduate today, it gives me a feeling of happiness. It makes me look back at all the memories, all the struggles, what it took me, the sleepless nights to get here. It gives me a feeling of contentment and I'm really happy about it.
While celebrating the graduating students at all levels of education, we are hopeful that the knowledge and skills acquired will be impactful on the nation's economy. Ile Emeje, ASO Television News.
In an urgent call to action, maritime expert and seafarer Captain Caleb Danladi Bako has issued a public statement outlining practical and proactive solutions to address the rising tide of boat mishaps across Nigeria's waterways. According to him, the time has come for stakeholders to move beyond blame and embrace lasting safety reforms. Captain Bako emphasized that boat accidents are not inevitable occurrences, but preventable tragedies. He noted that the key to safer inland and coastal waters lies in enforcing strong regulatory measures. The measures, according to him, include mandatory use of life jackets, strict compliance with passenger manifests, load limits, and certified crew requirements. The maritime expert also proposed the introduction of a digital registration system for all passengers' boats, alongside GPS-based vessel tracking. He said such systems will enhance accountability and enable swift rescue responses in the event of distress. To make this visible, he recommends support from government and donor agencies to subsidize the cost of local operators. On emergency preparedness, Captain Caleb called for the deployment of well-equipped search and rescue units at high-traffic jetties and waterway transit points. He urged that trained divers, emergency radio stations, and designated rescue zones be made standard features to boost survival rates during emergencies. The statement further stressed the importance of decentralizing water safety education, especially in rural riverine communities. Captain Bako suggested regular community-based training on water survival, first aid, and boat loading procedures. He also advocated for mandatory licensing and training of boat operators modeled for road driver certification systems. A momentous Quran memorization graduation ceremony took place at the Muslim Community Fuad Lababidi Academy, Abuja. The event marked a significant milestone achievement for the graduates who have dedicated themselves to memorizing the Quran. Speaking at the ceremony, the Tahfiz coordinator said the graduates have dedicated themselves to memorizing the Quran and he is proud of their perseverance. The reports. He encouraged all students to follow in their footsteps as the Quran is a source of guidance and wisdom while urging them to strive for knowledge and understanding.
They have to visit practically because the Quran even now is teaching us so many things that observe the fear of Allah and taking care of everything that is.
Parents expressed their gratitude, saying they are honored to witness the day, as the graduation is a testament to the power of hard work and dedication, urging all parents to encourage their children to memorize the Quran.
I don't know what to say. Well, I'm so happy, I'm so excited.
Very, very much happy because our 6 students have memorized the Quran. honoring them there, and they have successfully
So what advice do you have for the
parents? And therefore, make efforts, make sacrifice so that their children will pass. Inshallah, will be a foundation for successful life. Whatever you're going to do, whether you're going to socialize the religious aspect or any professional engineer, doctor, if you have a foundation of the Princess of Quran, inshallah, it will be a successful. So I urge parents to make that sacrifice. In fact, research has shown that over 60% of people that excel in schools that are not even religiously, like professionals like doctors, engineers, actually are present in class. So it is very important to make that sacrifice and make come to pass. Inshallah.
Some of the Muhafis share their reaction with ASO radio and television services.
I would like to call on
so that on the day we are celebrating, you know that you genuinely deserve it.
It's not actually too late for anyone to start over again, because I see adults also like they sit down to take their time and memorize the Quran, and most especially they should not give up and they should also try their best. And once in a while they have to make sacrifices actually, like not get distracted all the time.
Okay. On the final aspect, you also lie and also steal. These are grave sins.
The Quran is a source of comfort and strength. The ceremony was attended by dignitaries, parents, and students. You're watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, StarTimes TV channel 127, Free TV channel 507, also on the UHF band on channel 38. And still to come on the news, Nigerian troops of Operation Delta Safe arrest 237 oil thieves and vandals in recent operations. Stay with us for details of this and more stories after the break.
We were warned about this marriage. Because we did not listen, a young maiden is dead.
Nana, come here. Hi. Why do you speak so freely with a stranger from Ajani?
We were just talking about offering Ojigijage a seat on the council.
May God be praised. He has 2 wives. So why are you making it look like it is a big deal?
Welcome back. Moving on. In its own way of giving to the society, White Knight Academy, Barangoni Buhari Area Council of the FCT, has flagged off the construction of an access road in the area. The flag off, performed by the proprietor of the school, Professor Adebayo Paul Adejola, on Saturday, was carried out alongside the commissioning of his multi-purpose hall computer-based test center and the 2025 graduation ceremony of the students. Our correspondent Richard Alecheno Anyebe, who covered the event, filing these reports. A boat carrying 39 passengers have capsized in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. The incident, which happened on Saturday, claimed the lives of 13 individuals. Confirming the incident on Sunday, the Niger State Emergency Management Agency said 26 people were successfully rescued. In a statement, NSEMA's Deputy Public Relations Officer Malik Baba Suleiman said the dead victims have been buried according to Islamic rites. He said the agency's search and rescue operation, which began immediately after the incident, led to the recovery of all 13 bodies. Among the deceased were 8 women, 3 men, and 2 children. Though the identities of the victims are yet to be released, the incident has since thrown the community into a state of mourning. The ill-fated boat, which was reportedly overloaded with goods and passengers, capsized near the Guni local government around 11:45 a.m. while en route to Zumba. It is believed that the mishap was caused by water turbulence and possible overloading, though investigations are still ongoing. The Niger State government through NSEMA has warned river users to observe safety guidelines and avoid overcrowding boats, especially during the rainy season when water levels rise unpredictably. The incident is the latest in a series of boat mishaps that have plagued riverine communities in Niger State, prompting calls for urgent government intervention and improved water transport safety measures. Media source, rest in peace. The National Identity Management Commission has denied and condemned reports going around linking it with some individuals allegedly selling personal information of victims, including bank verification numbers and the national identity number, to fintech firms. In a statement by its head corporate communication, Kayode Adegoke, NIM said it will not be held liable for sharing of personal data. The National Identity Management Commission, via the statement, said it has noted with serious concern the recent statements on Nigerians selling their personal information, including that of National Identification Number, attributed to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. The statement by EFCC that the fraud scheme is largely driven by an army of young Nigerians offering a paltry payment of between 1,500 and 2,000 naira to their victims to make them surrender a copy of their personal information details to them and sell the same information to some fintech institution for about 5,000 naira is not only of serious security concern but of grave consequences on the NIN holders. The NIMS wishes to state clearly that it will not be held responsible for any personal information shared by any individual, directly or by proxy, for the purpose of financial gain or inducement. The reaction comes after the EFCC on Friday disclosed the sale of personal information details of victims' BVN and NIN to some fintech institution, allegedly for about 5,000 naira. The EFCC had emphasized that the large-scale fraud, which is currently under investigation, is being carried out by the affected youths. The NIMC has repeatedly informed Nigerians not to disclose their NIN to unauthorized individuals or organizations. It therefore urged the general public to download the NIN AUTH app on their Apple, iOS or Android or Google Play Store to enjoy seamless benefits, including but not limited to protection and security of the NIN, the power to control personal information on NIN, and other benefits. Troops of Operation Delta Safe have arrested 237 oil thieves and bunkers during several operations concluded recently. The number of arrests was the highest made by troops in a week against economic saboteurs in the region in recent times. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kange, disclosed this in a statement over the weekend that troops foiled oil theft worth over 241 million naira. He stated the breakdown indicates 230,400 liters of stolen crude oil, 13,000 liters of illegally refined diesel, and 2,500 liters of petrol. Additionally, they discovered and destroyed 30 crude oil cooking ovens, 28 dugout pits, 2 boats, 7 storage tanks, 14 drums, 8 vehicles, and 14 illegal refining sites. Furthermore, 237 oil thieves and other criminals were arrested, while assorted arms and ammunition and some explosives were also recovered. Similarly, giving an update on successes in other parts of the country, General Kange said the military and personnel of the Department of State Services have arrested terrorist bandit Mohammed Matazu, known as Mamiyo, and 5 others in Matazu and Maru local government areas of Katsina and Zamfara State, respectively. According to the defense spokesman, the troops recovered some high-caliber weapons, illicit drugs, and other logistics supplies during the operation that was conducted from July 18 to 24. He said following an intelligence-led operation conducted in Sanga local government area of Kaduna State on 19 July 2025, troops arrested a notorious gun runner identified as Haruna Abdullahi in possession of 350 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition. Additionally, 6 other suspected criminals were also arrested between 16 to 20 July 2025 in Barkin Ladi and Jos North local government area of Plateau State, as well as Zagon Kataf local government area of Kaduna State. General Kange added that investigation ongoing while recovered items in troops' custody. federal government has inaugurated the newly appointed directors of Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC) to strengthen financial stability and boost investor confidence. Inaugurating the officials in Abuja, Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy Wale Edun explained that domestic savings are the engine of sustainable investment and a trusted and stable financial system anchored by institutions like the NDIC is essential to lifting millions out of poverty and driving Nigeria's transition to a $1 trillion economy. The new leadership of the NDIC, led by the Managing Director Dr. Thompson Oludari Sunday and the Executive Director Dr. Ibrahim Sabokatata, was appointed by President Bola Tinubu and is expected to play a pivotal role in advancing Nigeria's macroeconomic reform agenda. Speaking earlier, the Minister of State for Finance, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, described the NDIC as a cornerstone of public trust in banking system, emphasizing its renewed mandate under the 2023 Act. In his response, the new NDIC boss, Mr. Sunday, pledged the boss' commitment to national development as well as efforts to deliver on their responsibilities and play their part in achieving the President's $1 trillion economic vision. Business correspondent Ile Emeje reports that the NDIC, established to protect depositors and uphold confidence in the banking system, is a cornerstone of Nigeria's drive to boost investment, deepen financial inclusion, and maintain systemic stability. And that's the news. But before we go, let's take a look at one of our major stories. We told you that the Vice President Kashim Shettima has departed Abuja for Addis Ababa, the Ethiopian capital, to represent Nigeria at the second United Nations Food System Summit being held from July 27 to 29, 2025. And that's the news. I am Princess Sobura Usman. Many thanks for watching.